Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because I get to hang out with one of the authors from Whiteout. Guys, let me just tell you, if you are just joining us, you already know what to do. Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend because we are talking all things white out. Guys, it is one book, but two novellas. And one of the authors is hanging out with us today. Dani Pettrey is hanging out with us. The other author, guys, is Lynette Eason. And let me just tell you, these two authors do an amazing job bringing us two books in one book. And it is great. So, of course, before we get started, I'm going to have Dani Pettrey introduce herself to the people today.
Hi, thanks so much for having me, Angela. I'm thrilled to be here. My name is Dani Pettrey. I'm the author of 14 novels, now 15 with Whiteout, with Bethany House Publishers. I write romantic suspense, which combines my two favorite genres. And this was such a joy to write Whiteout with Lynette. We've been friends for a long time, and just getting to work on a project with her was fabulous.
I love that. I love that. Now, okay, now, Dani, you speak in my language, my friend. I am a romantic suspense girly. Now, first of all, I am an eclectic reader, but there is something about romantic suspense. And like you said, I feel like I get the best of both worlds. I get the little suspense in there, and then I get the romance, all of that good stuff as well. And I am just super duper excited to be able to talk to you on today about Whiteout. I was sharing with you a little bit behind the scenes that you and Lynette you guys did an amazing job. And so let's talk about that a little bit. First of all, it is called Whiteout, and that's both books together. And of course, there are two individuals novellas, and we're going to talk about your novella a little more. But tell us a little bit about that experience of writing these, these two novellas, or you writing one and Lynette writing the other. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, it was so fun. We came up with this concept of having this fictional town, Silver Pines. It was based off of Durango, Colorado, and it's a ski resort town.
Yeah.
And there's an avalanche, and Lynette's characters are on one side, and my characters are on another. So we
Yeah.
wrote two kind of independent stories, but at the same time in the same world. And it was so fun getting to read each other's and kind of planning what everything would look like. So they complement each other. But we both got to kind of write our own stories our way. And that was just wonderful to combine.
I love that. And you saying that you guys were able to write your own stories your way, even though there are two novellas in one, the best of both worlds. I feel like I got two books in one as well. But where there are themes, and I know with reading both books, there are some of things that are the same or similar, things that are kind of going on. There are an avalanche or what have you too. But did you guys have like a book Bible to kind of go on as far as like the themes and the backdrop of the books? Tell us a little bit about the behind the scenes.
Sure. We did not have a book Bible, but we did come up with this town and the ski village, and Lynette did an amazing job of coming up with pictures of what everything would look like so we could visualize the town, and she put that all together, and we both kind of jointly talked about what our characters were going to be doing, what they're going to be going through. There's themes of healing throughout the book on both sides, and of just growing through difficulty and in that romance relationship in both stories. So it was just so fun to be able to combine those aspects.
I love that. I love that. Guys, if you are just joining us, if you have not done so already, like, tag, and share, tell a friend to tell a friend, grab you a warm beverage because we are hanging out with Dani Pettrey. Also, we'll be mentioning Lynette Eason because, guys, both of these, this dynamic duo, they did an amazing job bringing us Whiteout. Now, of course, Dani, before we go any further, tell us a little bit about the title Whiteout, because of course both novellas have their individual titles, but the title of the book is called Whiteout.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that and how that came to be.
Sure. So when we were writing the stories, I was picturing this storm happening outside of the avalanche that was just so thick that it was like a whiteout. You couldn't see anything. And I came up with the title, and they loved it so much they used it for the collection rather than the
Nice.
individual stories. Yeah. And so it really kind of encompassed the theme of this suspense story that it's just so much is going on, and the elements, nature's elements, are really playing into the suspense itself. And so we both felt like it was a really good name to give the vibe of the stories.
Gotcha. Now we're getting ready to dig a little deeper into Whiteout, but before we do that, please, Dani, share with us what is it, my friend, about romantic suspense that Dani just enjoy writing?
Absolutely. So I always go back to when I was 8, my mom gave me a copy of Murder on the Orient Express for my birthday.
Okay.
And I immediately fell in love with mystery. And so I read mysteries kind of my whole life. And then I was given a book by D. Henderson, and it was romantic suspense. And I had not read that before. I had not read the romance angle. And I love romance. I read romance books too. And it was just this combination of the thrilling suspense and the happy ever after, that combining gives me both parts of what I love. And I think the two work together. I think the suspense strengthens the romance adds to the suspense. And so it brings together these two things and kind of weaves them together as one story.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. It's just, it's so fun. It's so fun because you just get that happily ever after and the thrills that come with suspense. So I know
Yes.
Lynette loves it just as well.
And Dani, we're going to talk about a little bit in your story that's called "Buried in the Shadows" as well, because one of the things. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was waiting. Go ahead.
One of the things about your book, it's edge of your seat. It is edge of your seat. You are side-eyeing folks, guys. It's kind of like a whodunit. It's like people are starting to like disappear. It's like, wait, what happened? Like, where is, then it is a forced, close proximity as well. So it's like, wait a minute, whoever it is in this circle. It's this small circle. It's a cabin. I mean, it's just edge of your seat. But before we dive into your book, the whole backdrop of Whiteout, it drops the readers like smack in the dab of danger. There's isolation. There is an emotional reckoning going on. I mean, it is like all the things, all the feels. But can you share with us, Dani, what drew you? And I'm sure Lynette has her answer as well. But what drew you into this snowbound, avalanche triggered setting as the backdrop of both of you guys' stories?
Great question. Great question. So we decided we wanted to do a novella together, and we started brainstorming what might that novella look like. And I was talking about that isolation aspect, and she was too. And so we were thinking, how can we most show an isolation? And how can we have stories in the same story world and time, but separate them? And so we felt an avalanche would really come in perfect and start the
Perfect.
story off. Exactly. And then we both played with that isolation and what that would look like being cut off from the world. Yeah. So we have them cut off, cell phones not working, one road in the town not accessible.
Right.
Uh, it was just all the things that we could take away that left the characters vulnerable and having to go through these suspense aspects. And we loved it.
Wow. Wow. Well, I loved reading it. I absolutely loved reading it as well. Now, let me ask you this, Dan, and we're going to focus in on your story a little bit here. If you had to describe the emotional core of your novella in one word, what would it be and why? If you could spill a little tea with it.
Ooh, that's a great question. I love that. I've never been asked that. I would say the emotional core of it is the um, one word. Wow. Okay. I would say that the emotional core is a bond. It's the bond between the characters, but
Mm,
it is a bond between friends, and it is a
yeah.
bond between the hero and the heroine. And so,
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. I would definitely agree with that as well. For you, did you share character notes like you and Lynette? Even though I know that these are two separate novellas, there is a common theme. There are some common things that are going on in both books, but they're separate. But at the same time, we talked about this a little bit earlier. Was there like character notes? Were there setting details, emotional beats with each one of you guys' story that y'all shared, throughout? Or it was like once you guys kind of had the concept, you begin to write, and then come back together. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So we started with setting notes. Lynette, like I said, brought these beautiful pictures in, but we worked together on the setting notes and creating this town of Silver Pines. And we did share character notes. We shared which characters of ours it was going to be about, who they were, and a kind of summary of what each of our stories were going to be, so we could
Mhm.
understand what was happening at the same time, just in two different locations. So
Mhm.
yes, there was a lot of collaboration in preparing the stories and in the tone that we wanted to convey through the suspense and through the romance.
Wow. Wow. Now, Danny, I'm curious a little bit because I want to talk about your characters. Um, Did you know that there was gonna be, like leaving someone at the altar? There was gonna be like a stalker. Tell us about that behind the scene, because I'm like, whoa, we got a lot of things going on. I think for me, when it was like, oh my goodness, the stalker is still at it, But tell
Mhm.
us a little bit about that. Like, did you know going in when you was developing your characters and saying, okay, this is the direction I want this story to go? Tell us about that behind the scene.
Sure. So I knew it was going to be the sheriff from my current Jeopardy Fall series. And I
Okay.
started asking, who is he? Who is this character? What is his personal story? And just really zeroing in on him. And so I started to plan what kind of life events have happened so far. Why is he broken up with Cassie? How did this happen? And I decided to have her leave him at the altar. But as readers will see in the book, there's a very good reason for it. And he does not know that reason. He does not understand. And then I decided I wanted to write a stalker. I've never written a stalker before.
Okay.
And I just thought, you know what, this might be a really fun addition to it. And I kind of based the part where they're all together and they're all isolated and they're in the same house off of kind of an Agatha Christie feel of they're
Really?
all together and they start going missing one by one, and the group gets smaller, but the question is, who's the killer among us? And so I'm kind of going
Right.
for that vibe.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was so there for it. I was so there for it, Danny.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No, Danny, we have to talk about this title a little bit, my friend. Of course, we know we have the title of the collection of these two novellas, which is Whiteout. But for your particular story, it is called Buried in the Shadows. Did that come like after you had wrote it, or as you were getting into it, the title came right away? Tell us about that.
So it took a little while. I was writing the story, and it was as I was getting near the end, and I was looking at the themes and I was looking at the killer. And I just thought, there's so many secrets going on in this story, and what might be a good word for secrets. And I kind of put it in the shadows. The stalker's in the shadows. The truth is in the shadows.
Yes.
Everything going on until the light comes through. And I felt it also worked well with Lynette's title, Snowbound Secrets. And so we
Yes.
both have these secrets going on in our stories.
Yes, yes. And guys, let me just tell you, it is all about the secrets, okay? Keep notes, take notes. It is about the secrets as well. So, guys, if you're just joining us, I am talking with Dani Pettrey. She is one of the authors of Whiteout. The other is Lynette Eason. We will be sharing with you in just a little bit of how you can get your hands on a copy of Whiteout. And, guys, let me just tell you, it is one book. It is two novellas, two authors that do an amazing, amazing job with these two stories. So if you are a romantic suspense person or individual, this is one that you would definitely need to get. And it is hot off the press. This is release week for Whiteout as well. Now, I want you, let's talk a little bit about the characters in Buried in the Shadows. And of course, you've mentioned Cassie or Cassandra Parker. She is carrying a dangerous secret, and it's almost like we can say a deadly secret as well, that cost her a relationship. It's costing her, and I would say costing her because this is kind of like ongoing for her. What made you want to explore the emotional weight of leaving someone at the altar for their protection?
Yes. So I wanted to have a reason for her to leave him at the altar. I thought, I cannot imagine the emotional impact of being left at the altar.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine that. And then I wanted her to have a good reason to do it. So it was really trying to figure out something that would make sense to the reader, that would still keep Cassie likable, but
Yeah.
that would separate them for a good while, and him not knowing why they're having
Why?
a separation. Mm-hmm.
And Dani, let me just tell you, him not knowing why, it just adds to the trauma. It adds to the pull at your heartstring moments because y'all, I mean, he loved this woman, and they, because of their friends and their jobs and stuff like that, they still kind of have some, interaction. But again, the not knowing is just wow. I mean, it is literally like pull at your heartstring, edge of your seat, because you have like the mystery around, like, okay, why did she leave him at the altar? Then you have the mystery around this stalker who is, again, indeed, like Dani said, in the shadows. It is indeed a romantic suspense to the 10th power, guys. Let me just tell you that as well. Now, let's talk about the sheriff a little bit, Sheriff Joel. What can you tell us about his character?
Sure. So, as I mentioned, he's part of my Jeopardy Fall series, and this is a novella that takes place between books 2 and 3 in the series. And Joel he's just a great guy. He's a good friend. He's a good sheriff. He loves baseball. He's on a law enforcement baseball team. He's a good friend of the main characters in that series, and he loves his family. He's just kind of that all-American boy next door. And it's why it makes it so hard for Cassie to harm him, even though she's doing it for a good reason.
Yeah, yeah. And Dana, you have to tell us about Cassie's character. What can you, if you have to describe her in 5 words or more, if you need more,
Yes.
what would you say about her?
Yeah, I think she's amazing. She's so intelligent. She's just got a really unique profession. She loves people fiercely, and she wants to protect those she loves. And so when this happens, it's very natural for her to go in and protect Joel, even though he doesn't understand why. She's willing to sacrifice how she feels to protect the man she loves.
Yeah, yeah. Now think about, because y'all, there are some other characters in her novella as well. Some of them you will love to hate. There are some of them that you are side-eyeing. There are some of them that are fun. I'm sure it was fun for you to write. And so that leads me to my next question. Which character, or is there a character for you in your novella Buried in the Shadows that was interesting, borderline fun for you to write? But on the flip side, Dani, is there a character in your novella that was a little more complex for you to write?
Great question. I had fun with all the characters, the side characters. I just enjoyed all the different personalities and kind of getting to explore them. I love Joel's younger brother. I love that
Ooh,
he's coming out of the police academy.
yes,
I love that he's starting to follow kind of in his brother's footsteps, but also on his own. And
yeah.
so getting to write him was especially fun for me.
Oh, nice. I
Yeah.
like this character.
Yeah.
Okay, now Dani, I'm trying to get some tea. Is it a possibility that we will be seeing more of his character? Because I liked his character.
Yeah. Yes, there is a possibility, strong possibility you'll be seeing more of his character in the future. Just giving him a little time to develop, and then I plan to return to him. I really, there was something about him that really attached me to him, and that doesn't happen a whole lot with secondary characters, but in this story, it really did.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that with me, as well about these particular characters. Now, we're going to do a little rapid fire. And so, with this, Dani, I may give you a phrase or I may say a word. And when I do that, my friend, if you can kind of share with us what's the first thing that comes to Dani's mind? Are you ready for this rapid fire?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, um, avalanche. What comes to mind?
Uh, Isolation.
Uh-huh.
Terrified, to be terrified under the avalanche. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a good one, Dani. In your romantic suspense books, write the danger first or write the romance first?
Ooh, I write the danger first, and then I
Oh,
go back and really fill out the romance.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. I love that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sheriff Joel Brunswick in one word.
Steady.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. Buried in the shadows in one word.
Ooh, I would say secrets. I would say secrets. It's full of a lot of secrets.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Now, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to go to a round of this or that. So, kind of similar to rapid fire, but it's this or that. There's no right or wrong answer, my friend, because it is all things according to Dani Pettrey. Okay, here we go. Protecting the other or trusting the other? Protecting the other or trusting the other? And I should tell you, this is Whiteout edition of this
Uh,
event.
Protecting the other.
Okay. Second chance romance or reunion romance?
Ooh, second chance romance.
Okay. Hero who leads with the heart or hero who leads with instinct?
Ooh, hero who leads with instinct.
Okay. Almost there. Chase scene or confrontation scene? Chase
Ooh,
scene or confrontation scene?
chase scene. I love a good chase scene.
Okay. Okay. And of course, Dani, this one is for the cafe, my friend. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. It's Dani team tea or team coffee? Team tea or team coffee?
Definitely team coffee. Coffee
Okay.
girl at heart.
I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness, and Dani, it has been amazing hanging out with you. I am so excited for Whiteout. I'm so excited for individuals to read these two novellas in one as well. And of course, guys, there is a giveaway that we're going to do. It is sponsored by her, a publisher. It is a copy of Whiteout. And of course, guys, Dani is going to help me. Dani, how we do it here at the cafe, my friend, I'm going to go up and down the comment section, and you're going to tell me when to stop. And when we stop, that person will be the winner of a copy of a Whiteout. So I am ready when you are.
I'm ready. This sounds fun.
Okay. Hold on one second, Dani. Let me get my. Let me make sure that I have my comments. And while we're doing that, Dani, while I am making sure that I have the comments up, can you share with us what did you enjoy about writing your novella, Buried in the Shadows?
I enjoyed having that isolation in the house, knowing there's a killer among them. I loved having multiple suspects and letting the reader weed through them and figure out who the villain really was.
I love that. I love that as well. All right. So, Dani, let's see. I think we'll do it a little different today. I am going to ask you a number between 1 and 5. And then if you will tell me that number, I will go back through the comment section and I will select based on that number, like through the comment section for the winner for today as well. So 1 through 5, let me know what your number is.
Okay, number 3.
Okay, and that is what I need to know. So I will go back through the comment section after the broadcast and look for the third comment, and then we will announce that winner as well. Dani, and thank you so much for joining me on today, my friend. And of course, you have to share with us, how can they get their hands on a copy of Whiteout?
Yes, you can get it anywhere books are sold. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Christian Books, and at all your local bookstores.
I love it, guys. There you have it. It is available now. It is available in ebook. It is available in print. And as Dani said, you can get it at your local bookstores. You can get it online on Amazon. We'll be putting a link in the comment section as well, so you can get your hands on a copy of a Whiteout. And of course, Dani, you have to share with us, how can we stay connected with you?
Absolutely. So my website, danipettrey.com, is great for finding information, signing up for my newsletter, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I love connecting with readers. And Lynette is on both as well, and I know she loves connecting with readers too.
I love it. And guys, we will make sure that we put Dani's website information in the comment section. We'll put Lynette's contact information, her website, in the comment section as well. And Dani, is there a website for you that they can sign up for your newsletter on your website?
Yes, there is. Absolutely. On the homepage, it just says sign up here, and you can sign up and you get a little treat for signing up for my newsletter.
I love that. I love that. And of course, Dani, we want to allow you, my friend, to have the last words of what you want to say to the people today.
I just want to say thank you so much for taking time to join in, for those here live and those who will watch this recording later. It's been a joy and an honor, and I hope you'll check out Whiteout.
I love that. I love that, guys. And there you have it, hot off the press. It is a Whiteout by Lynette Eason and Dani Pettrey. It is available now, as we stated, in ebook. Is available in print. All of that good stuff. And guys, once you read Whiteout, definitely leave a review. I know that both Lynette Eason and Dani Pettrey will be so appreciative of you guys leaving a review. Not only leave a review, guys, let me just tell you, it is tell a friend to tell a friend good. And with that being said, be sure to tell a friend about a Whiteout as well. Dani, and thank so much for hanging out with us on today, guys. Stay connected with her. Stay connected with Lynette. Get you a copy of A Whiteout. Enjoy a great book. And as I said, guys, it is 2 books in one as well. And of course, guys, as we always say here at the cafe, have an amazing day because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we will see you guys later. Bye bye. Read a copy of Whiteout. Bye bye.